So, Pinhead and Damien are more or less from the same place. They're from hell, right? So one can argue that Damien, being the son of the devil, is sort of in charge of the place, but that brings into play this whole kind of messy argument about whether or not they're from the same hell, which it gets really messy, particularly when you consider that Pinhead and the Cenobites are based on the entire film Hellraiser is based on a novella that Clive Barker, the director of the original film, wrote himself. A novella, not even a whole novel. Damien comes from the Bible. Right? So Damien is a product of thousands of years of real-world religious belief. It's the Antichrist, and everything that goes with him is followed by a devoted group of Satanists they're out there right now legitimately trying to bring about the end of days. Like, they do this in real life. As far as I can tell, Hellraiser comes basically from Clive Barker's weird little S&M fantasies. So Damien, as a movie monster, has this element of real-world belief that scares the living crap out of people in a much more personal way. And so that makes him just a more effective movie monster in general. Hellraiser, as creepy as it is to see Hooks flay Frank, what's-his-name, in millions of pieces or whatever it is, as creepy as that is when they take him to their other dimension of weird, painful sex, that's just a small and extremely specific version of evil. With Damien, we're talking about all the evil. He represents the very thing that literally 30% of the world's population in real life lives their life in fear of. He is the devil, he is the Antichrist. It's based in real-world religious beliefs. I don't know what else I'm going to say. How much time do I have?
You got 30 seconds.
30 seconds worth of soft shoe coming at you.
Okay, so I think you made some great points, Clint. Damien is really, really scary. He's the Antichrist, of course. But at the same time, I wouldn't take anything away from Clive Barker and the Hellraiser series, which is one of the most iconic film series, horror film series of all time. But I will say this. I think that Damien is really scary because he is the mass motivator. He's the guy that can get everyone to do what he wants, and that's really scary. But at the same time, he's so vulnerable. I mean, yeah, he's got, like, offensive powers because, the devil can, like, strike you with lightning and give you an aneurysm. But, like, he's still just a guy who can get killed by 3 daggers. And, like, honestly, think about, once again, with the Cenobites. Like, there's, like, this box, right? If you can unlock it, they come out, they hook you with chains, they torture you forever. It's like, if I was in a situation where I had to fight Damien or the Cenobites, I would fight Damien, because I could stab a dude much easier than, like, mess with a puzzle box. I'm so bad at puzzles, it would suck. And so, I think that's part of the issue for me, is they're so much more mystical and so much scarier. And I think that that's kind of the main point that I want to make, is the fact that, Damien, he gets killed in the 3rd movie by some dudes. And like you said in your last argument, he's playing the long game. The long game in Hellraiser Bloodline, a dude in 2157 built a damn laser satellite box in space to get rid of these dudes. That's the long game, bro. Not I'm the president in 1982 or whatever. So it's I get that Damien's super scary and people are really afraid of Satan and stuff, but these dudes are these dudes are the scariest. And not only that, but Pinhead in Hellraiser 3, he came to Earth unbound by the rules of the Leviathan, and he also was able to make people on Earth into Cenobites, and he was creating an army of Cenobites. I mean, that's real, man. That's real world scary. It's not just I will persuade you to do my deed. That's I'm turning you into freaks right here on Earth. And that's way scarier.
Okay, I'm going to bring Brad Pitt back into this because of what's in the box, right? The reason people open the box is a temptation to see what's in the box. What's your pleasure, man, right? The temptation. Where did temptation originally come from? Came from the devil. The very thing that releases the Cenobites is the very sin that the devil taught us how to do originally. Everything comes from the Antichrist.
Time.
Dave is nervous.
Wow, this is a difficult day. This is like the 2 great tormentors of mankind pitted against each other. I like that you insulted Clive Barker. I thought that was a nice touch.
Never met the guy.
I like that you called on your own inability with puzzles. Or that if it were you, it would be really, really bad. I understand that. But the sort of metaphysical greatness of Damien, kind of without taking anything away from the phenomenal details that you've given us, I think Damien's going to take the round.
Damien makes it. And you got to dance too.
And I got to dance. And you guys sub 40 seconds worth of dancing. Well, it was a merry anti-Christmas for Damien as he takes down Pinhead and secures himself a spot in the finals. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Check out the links in the description. Come back for more Monster Madness and more Cinefix.